Exodus 4. Moses given powerful signs. Then Moses answered, But behold, they will not believe me or listen to my voice, for they will say, The Lord did not appear to you. The Lord said to them, What is that in your hand? He said, A staff, and he replied, Throw it on the ground. So he threw it on the ground, and it became a serpent, and Moses ran from it. But the Lord said to Moses, Put out your hand and catch it by the tail. So he put out his hand and caught it, and it became a staff in his hand, that they may believe that the Lord, their God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, has appeared to you. Again, the Lord said to him, and he put his hand inside the cloak. And when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous, like snow. Then God said, Put your hand back inside your cloak. So he put his hand back inside his cloak, and when he took it out, behold, it was restored like the rest of his flesh. If they will not believe you, God said, or listen to the first sign, they may believe the latter sign. If they will not even believe even those two signs, or listen to your voice, you shall take some water from the Nile and pour it into dry ground, and the water that you shall take from the Nile will become blood on the dry ground. But Moses said to the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, either in the past or since you have spoken to your servant, but I am slow of speech and of tongue. And the Lord said to him, Who has made man's mouth? Who makes him mute, or deaf, or seeing, or blind? Is it not the Lord? Now therefore go, and I will be with your mouth, and teach you what you shall speak. But he said, O my Lord, please send somebody else. Then the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses, and he said, Is there not Aaron, your brother, the Levite? I know that he can speak well. Behold, he is coming out to meet you, and when he sees you, he will be glad in his heart. You shall speak to him, and put the words in his mouth, and I will be with your mouth and his mouth, and will teach you both what to do. He shall speak for you to the people, and he shall be your mouth, and you shall be as God to him. And take it in your hand this staff with which you shall do the signs. So his staff gets turned into a snake, and God tells him, grab the snake by the tail, and it turns back into a staff. Moses' hand is turned leprous when he puts it in his coat, and God says, take it out and put it back in your coat again, and it becomes normal. God's like, even if they don't believe this, he gives him another sign. Get some water from the Nile River and put it in the dirt, and it will become blood. And then Moses says, well, I can't speak well. I'm not good with words. And God's like, I have created mouths. Why are you worrying? So he's like, get your brother. He speaks well. Get him, because he's coming to see you, and he'll be happy to see you. So Moses returns to Egypt. Moses went back to Jethro, his father-in-law, and said to him, Please let me go back to my brothers in Egypt to see whether they are still alive. And Jethro said to Moses, Go in peace. And the Lord said to Moses in Midian, Go back to Egypt, for all the men who are seeking your life are dead. So Moses took his wife and his sons and had them ride on a donkey, and went back to the land of Egypt. And Moses took the staff of God in his hand. And the Lord said to Moses, When you go back to Egypt, see that you do before Pharaoh all the miracles that I have put in your power. But I will harden his heart, so that he will not let the people go. Then you shall say to Pharaoh, Thus says the Lord, Israel is my firstborn. And I will say to you, Let my son go, that he may serve me. If you refuse to let him go, behold, I will kill your firstborn son. At a lodging place on the way, the Lord met him and sought to put him to death. Then Zipporah took a flint and cut off her son's foreskin, and touched Moses' feet with it, and said, Surely you are a bridegroom of blood to me. So he let him alone. It was then that she said, A bridegroom of blood, because of the circumcision. And the Lord said to Aaron, Go into the wilderness to meet Moses. So he went, and he met him in the mountain of God, and kissed him. And Moses told Aaron all the words of the Lord with which he had sent him to speak, and all the signs that he had commanded him to do. Then Moses and Aaron went and gathered together all the elders of the people of Israel. Aaron spoke all the words that the Lord had spoken to Moses, and did the signs in the sights of the people. And the people believed. And when they had heard that the Lord had visited the people of Israel, and that he had seen their afflictions, they bowed their heads and worshipped. So this is a loaded section. So Moses asked Jethro for permission to go home, or please let me go home to see if my family's still alive. And Jethro's like, yo, the people that are trying to kill you are already dead, so don't. Let's just go. God commands Moses to show Pharaoh signs. But Pharaoh, his heart will be hardened. He will, this is in the future, but he refuses that, and his fate is pretty much sealed. Moses meets Aaron, and they talk about all the revelation, all this that Moses got. And then they meet with the people and they believed. Now, this is another section. So, God made a covenant with the people of Israel. He was like, you people are going to be different from the others. And that was the circumcision. We're setting you apart from all the other people. And so, they were circumcised, but Moses didn't circumcise his son. And God had told him all these things, and God was angry with him. So, his wife was like, quick, immediately circumcised his son. And then, in this symbolic way of passing the protection and the peace onto Moses, she touches it with his feet with it. But that's it for Exodus chapter 4. Remember, I have a Discord server. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and goodbye.